Hello guys, welcome back to this episode. So today we are going to dwell a little bit into this vocabulary that concerns la televisione. So here we are with another dizionario illustrato. As usual guys, let's write it down, let's record, listen and repeat several times after we are done. So let's start. Il televisore, la TV, è un elettrodomestico, appliance, electrical appliance. Il televisore si accende con il telecomando. So, telecomando is remote, but si accende, that's an interesting verb, because normally this verb would be with a non-reflexive version. Usually, accendere, it's a non-reflexive verb. The only reason why here it's reflexive, guys, is because the subject of this sentence is televisore. So, in other words, when we ascribe a performance to something that is an object, then the verb tends to be reflexive. Il televisore si accende con il telecomando. If you guys want another example, accendere of course is to turn on, right? So if you guys want another example, we'll have something like la sedia si rompe, right? Now, it is obvious that the chair cannot break itself, but because this action is ascribed to la sedia, and la sedia is the subject of my sentence, then that is the reason why rompere, which is a non-reflexive verb usually, will become reflexive. La sedia si rompe. Il telecomando, the remote, serve anche per cambiare I canali. Is useful also to change channels. I canali televisivi trasmettono, in here in this sentence, broadcast, I diversi programmi, TV programs or TV shows. Il telegiornale fa conoscere I fatti importanti che accadono nel mondo. So, il telegiornale fa conoscere, makes known. Here we have this fa plus conoscere, which is another interesting construction in Italian, because I could have a bunch of other different examples. So I could have fa conoscere, because in this case it's referred to lui, lei, to a third singular person. In this case it, but il telegiornale is lui, right? But I could have like fa vedere, which is to show, okay? I could have fa capire, which is, you know, explain, probably, because fa capire, it is to make people understand something. So, for instance, to explain, and so on and so forth, right? So, sometimes the translation in English is different, because if I say make people understand, then that's fine, right? But if I say fa vedere, right, it will be to make them see the picture, for instance, right? Fa vedere la foto. Or I could just have farsi vedere, right? The reflexive version, which is to show up. And farsi vedere, so here it's fare, right? Fa for fare. And the reflexive would be si fa vedere, which is to make herself be seen by, or himself to be seen by somebody, right? And so that's an interesting construction, to show up. To show up. Alright, and then accadere is another interesting verb, because accadere, guys, is a very peculiar verb. Accadere is similar to capitare, which is slightly more colloquial. It's also similar to succedere. And we have seen this verbs as verbs similar to piacere, right? And they normally would have indirect pronouns. So indirect pronouns being mi, ti, gli, le, ci, vi, and gli as subjects, right? But not in this sentence. Il telegiornale fa conoscere I fatti importanti, important facts, il telegiornale is the news, che accadono, which happen in the world. Let's not dwell too much on this because this is already a little bit more advanced. We'll go back eventually to this exact notion, but for now we'll just move on. Here. I film, i telefilm e le telenovele raccontano delle storie con le immagini, images. I protagonisti sono interpretati da attori, interpreted by actors. I cartoni animati raccontano delle storie con i disegni in movimento. Disegni in movimento being animated cartoons. And that's, I cartoni animati, it's the same thing, right? So design is drawings, in movimento, moving, so kind of like animated drawings. Le storie e I personaggi, spesso animali, sono di fantasia. They're fictional characters and fictional stories. Personaggi, characters. I documentari fanno conoscere, and then we have another one for fare conoscere. I documentari fanno conoscere la vita degli animali. La vita della gente, i monumenti, i ghiacciai, i deserti, le guerre del passato, la conquista dello spazio. So, la vita degli animali is animals' life. La vita della gente is people's life. I monumenti, monuments, i ghiacciai, ice caps, i deserti, deserts, le guerre del passato is wars in the past, la conquista dello spazio is the space conquest, literally. Conquista, conquest, and dello spazio, space. Negli spettacoli di varietà c'è un presentatore, presenter, che presenta, that introduces, cantanti, attori, ballerini, singers, actors, dancers. Nei giochi a quiz games, c'è un conduttore, which is a synonym for presentatore, e ci sono dei giocatori, players. I giocatori rispondono a domande o risolvono giochi enigmistici. So they either answer questions or solve giochi enigmistici, which is usually enigmistica or any puzzle, crosswords, and stuff like that. In other words. Nei dibattiti o talk show c'è un conduttore e ci sono degli ospiti, guests, in the studio. Gli ospiti sono uomini politici, giornalisti, esperti. The guests are political people, so politicians, giornalisti, journalists, and esperti, experts. Alright guys, here we have only one question after we write down, record, listen several times to this or to our recording. We have only 2 questions to answer to. So, quali sono I tuoi programmi televisivi preferiti? Tu guardi la televisione tutti I giorni? Per quanto tempo? And guys, if you don't really watch TV, right, you could write down, what is it that you actually watch? And you could definitely do that in the comments below. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video if you find it helpful, and to hit the notification bell. Keep me updated on your progress. And guys, as usual, stay committed, do your homework, be consistent, and we'll talk some more next time with another video.